Hey, Heather.
Hey, Steven.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
You know what we should do?
Oh, say it!
We should get into it!
That's Heather.
That's Steven. Let's get
into Christmas movies.
That was not as in sync as I wanted it to be.
It was
Because
not even,
we are...
dear listener, we are actually recording via StreamYard right
Oh my
now.
God.
There is a giant construction paving nonsense happening at my apartment complex, to the fact where I don't even think I told you while you were gone. I think it was okay. We have a lot to catch up on.
We have a lot to catch up on.
Dear listener, I didn't make it to our St. Augustine trip like I wanted to due to life. It's
Yes.
fine. And it actually kind of worked out, I think, for the better that I didn't, because they were paving the parking lots. And at one point I got completely blocked out of my parking spot,
Oh,
because they
God.
were doing all this road construction. I was like, okay, excuse me, sir, can I just pull into the spot right here? He's like, yeah, that's fine. And then I come out later and then the road is entirely closed. I'm like, well, I guess
Oh,
I'm not
God.
leaving for the rest of the day because there is hot tar everywhere. And then the next
Did
day,
they give you a warning about this?
no, they did not. They did not.
That's kind of
And
fucked up. That's fucked. What if you had
well,
a medical emergency or go to work?
I mean, I could have walked to the other side and Ubered somewhere if I really needed to.
But
Um,
still, they should
But
have
no,
given
it
you
gets
a
worse.
heads up.
It gets
Oh,
worse.
God.
It gets worse because on Sunday morning, I was doing my thing and having breakfast, and I was making breakfast sandwiches and things like that. And then
Uh-huh.
I can see my Jeep parked from my patio. I can see through my sliding glass door, through the patio slats in the fence,
Mhm.
my car. I look out there, it's gone, completely gone. And I was like, where the fuck is my car? Where is my
I'm
car?
sorry.
Because at this point, they had already taken down the things. I'm like, immediately grabbed the dog, went walking around the neighborhood, being like, I have to find my Jeep because I don't think it was stolen. But these motherfuckers towed my Jeep without telling me and just put it in a random spot in front of somebody else's place.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No! I was like mildly panicking. I was like, okay,
I would be
all right.
too.
Like,
Oh my God, I
how's-
would absolutely panic. What
So
the
then now
fuck?
I am blocked out of my parking spot still because they were painting stripes today. So I am still parked on like a random piece of grass somewhere across the parking lot.
And also,
Talk
aren't
about
your spots
nightmare.
assigned?
They are.
So why
Which
couldn't
is
they
even
just look
Well,
you
see,
up and say?
well,
So
here's the
lame.
thing. I know I'm relatively new here. I get that.
Mhm.
But when they had that HOA meeting, there was a sign on every door taped to it. There's still signs down the hall from me that have it taped on there because nobody lives there. Why couldn't they do the same goddamn thing
Yeah,
for something more
makes-
important than an HOA meeting?
that's so.
Like, and
That's
then
I would be livid.
people, I'm telling you, there was one day because it's been like 3 days now, I think.
Yeah.
Circling around, nobody knows where to park. You can see the confusion in everybody's faces. So then I just pulled my ass up onto the volleyball court and park there. And I was like, well,
You fucking
I don't
told
know
my
what to
car. I'm
tell
gonna
you.
park there. Yeah.
I need to
Oh my
park
God.
somewhere. And then last night I parked in a different spot because I found like an open visitor spot. And I was like, I'll at least do this for now. And then I was walking back
Yeah.
and I see a sign that is taped up that says, oh, section 1, section 2, section 3, this is what we're doing. I was like, okay, if I didn't park over here, I would have never seen that sign ever, anywhere.
What's the name of your complex again?
Metro at Michigan.
Metro at Michigan. Get your shit together.
For real. For real.
Oh my
But
God, what an ordeal. That's traumatizing.
I was like, I
That is
have
so
enough
traumatizing.
anxiety. I don't need this right now.
No.
So
Oh
they
my
started
God.
painting the lines today. I'm waiting for the numbers to be painted. Now I'm just waiting for them to put the numbers in the wrong spot. Because then my
You were just
bougie
gonna be
parking
like by the
spot's
front.
gone. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
No. Oh God.
I saw somebody out there with a map looking all kinds of confused. But other than that, I've got
Okay,
my
Christopher Columbus.
my holiday eggnog. I forgot what that word was for a second. For this special
Oh.
episode. I had some for you, but you're not here.
I have
So
bubbly rosé. I have bubbly rosé in a can.
Oh, this shit's
So,
good. So, tell me
uh,
about your extravaganza as of recently.
yay! So, we had our annual trip, our annual friends adventure to St. Augustine this weekend. You were sorely missed. Like, we were like, he's gonna surprise us and walk in the door. He's gonna come. And he never
I
did.
let you all
Like
down.
my
Well, now you
dad.
know I didn't have a parking spot
No,
or
no,
couldn't
that
find my
part.
car.
So the only disadvantage we had this time was because I was a stupid late person. We booked the Airbnb a little bit later, so we were farther away from town. Like we were closer to the brunch restaurant that we always used to go to, the Reef. So we had to Uber into town, which was fine. So, great time. Jonathan and Shaquiri came, our friends from LA. So it was great to like hang out with them. So the first night we did the City Gate Distillery. We just kind of like walked around, and then we ended up at this lobster roll place. Casey had chicken
Oh.
fingers, but they had a live band, and this band was so fucking bad. It was so bad. But
That it was good.
then we felt bad because they went on a break and this lead singer came over to our table. She's like, "You guys are so fun. You're all so pretty and you're all so nice." And we were like, "Oh God," we were just okay. So then we all just like, we're like, "Well, here we are." So we like had our own band and we were singing along. So that was cute. And then Saturday was the day we went to. So we started at the good old St. Augustine Distillery, but the boys were working out.
Oh my
So
God.
like your vacation.
I'm
I
glad I don't
meanwhile,
have
I'm like
abs like that to have to maintain.
meanwhile, I'm eating like Doritos for breakfast and having like 16 mimosas. And so we did the distillery tour. One of my IT people from work was at the distillery and she was like, "Heather?" I was like,
That's so
so that
weird.
was small world, right? And so oh, and you know what's really funny is when we were there on Friday night, we ran into Sarah, as in Michelle's sister Sarah, and all her kids. I forgot that
No
they were also
way.
visiting. So we passed each other on the street right by Columbia. We were like, "Hey."
Oh
So
my God.
small world. But let me tell you something about Saturday. So typically when we go to St. Augustine, right, it's always like a Sunday through Tuesday or Wednesday, typically, because we used to leave after brunch. So this was the first time we've ever done a Friday through Monday. So everything was open, everything was busy as fuck. But we go to the winery and the rooftop at the winery. Have you ever been up there?
Yeah.
The little
Hello.
rooftop
I've
bar?
been with
Okay.
you how many times?
No, but we've never gone as a friend group to the rooftop bar. I've only been to the rooftop bar with Jason before.
Oh,
Because, like, at the
wait. You're
very
talking
top of
not
the
at Ice
building.
Plant. You're talking of the other one. No, no, I've
No,
never
at
been
the
to that. It's never
winery.
been open when I was there. It's never been open.
Yes, exactly. So it was open. And so I, knock on wood, because I want to keep this for the rest of my life, I have really good luck when I'm in a setting where all the tables are full because somebody always gets up within 5 minutes. And like coming from a serving background and working in restaurants, I can look at a table and know how long they're going to be. So like if I see that a check presenter is on the
Stalking people.
table, if I see a check presenter on the table and their glasses are empty, I'm like, okay, they're going to be gone in less than 10. If I see they've got 2 full entrees that just got dropped off and drinks, I'm like 45 minutes. So I can look at a table and tell when they're leaving. So I literally was in this corner at the winery, just like this. And, and I was by myself. Everybody else was downstairs because I was like, it's too crowded. I'll just go by myself. So sure enough, like a 4 top got up and I was able to get everybody there. Then we moved to another bigger table. So we were there for quite some time. Because the drinks there are super cheap because they make them right there. And so we were drinking, we were eating. I drank way too much, way too much. And I knew I shouldn't have
Mhm.
gone to City Gate Distillery. City Gate's what fucked me up because I was drinking wine for the majority of the day. I was drinking champagne and wine. So then I'm doing like blue raspberry candy moonshine and peanut butter whiskey. And like, it just, even though it's free, it's sometimes not for me. And so,
Well, we typically start at the distilleries with the
well, we
samples
did.
and then go out somewhere. But no, you said you went the other
Yeah.
way around, right? So you
We
ended
went
on
twice. We
the
went Friday. We went Friday morning. I know what happened in between Saturday. Saturday.
now she
after we
remembers.
went after we went to City, I can't remember. We went to a magic show at some point. We went to the magic show. That was great as always. The magician loved us as always. Um, But long story short, I ended up sick as a dog, and I went to bed at like 8 o'clock because I was puking. It was just a disaster. But I did not puke on myself, did not puke on anybody else, did not puke in a vehicle. It was
Did
all
you
either
puke in
on
somebody's
grass
yard?
or in a toilet. No, I did not.
Where
It's
was
even
this
better.
grass?
In the front yard of a church.
Forgive me for I've sinned. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, if any
And I'm
place
like,
is
I'm
going to be
fucking
forgiving, it's
41
going to
years
be the
old.
church. So,
Right? Yeah. So luckily I didn't wake up with a bad hangover, which I was stunned by. But at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I took like 3 Advil and I was like, all right. So I was fine the next day. We went to brunch at the Reef, the old buffet place, but now it's just a regular restaurant. But it was great. We had a good time. And so then we went back to the Airbnb. We went in the hot tub, and then we were just lazy. We played You Laugh, You're Out, which we found out is a really fucking awkward game if nobody laughs. So
okay,
awkward.
now,
So like at
but
one
isn't
point,
that part of the well? It's also playing with a room full of actors who can turn it the fuck off is going to be
yeah, and
difficult.
like I lost first. I lost all my tokens first because everybody was just so stupid with theirs. And so Grace did something and like nobody laughed. And she was like, I don't like this anymore. Yeah. So
Oh,
that was fun. And then we decided that we are gonna find the bootleg version of Wicked. So we watched Wicked and we were cry laughing because I don't know if you've noticed on that website, a lot of it has Spanish writing. So like it says like Maten a la bruja instead
oh
of
yeah,
like the Wicked
oh
Witch.
yeah.
So as soon as we saw that sign, we all fell apart laughing. And then that was like a running joke throughout the movie because they would sprinkle Spanish in. And so anytime the Spanish would pop up, we would lose our shit. Like
Ay, qué lindo.
and then like at one point, like Glinda was talking to Alphabet and she was like, "Si se puede." And we, oh my God, it was so funny. And then we were all like, I didn't really sing along. Grace was singing every song. And I was like, girl, you need to be, first of all, she needs to be Glinda. Second, she could be in every single role. And so I had two starring roles. I don't mean to brag or anything. My first
The
starring
wizard will
role
see
was,
you now.
yes, I did that.
Which,
Everyone was like hyping me. What?
Which, go ahead. We'll talk about it after.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, so we got on the topic of how terrible Steven Schwartz's delivery of that line is in the movie. It's awful.
Yes.
And it's so bad. And so everyone was hyping. They're like, Heather, you got to do it. And so they're hyping me up. One magical one. Sure. Oh, and I was like,
Short.
and I was like,
Waiting 3 minutes.
That would have been the
wizard. Oh my God.
You ready?
Oh my God.
So
Take her, hey.
Hey, I did that. And then I also portrayed the role of little baby Nessa Rose going, so thank you.
Oh,
But it was, and then we had a twerk off to Dancing Through Life because literally every time the let's go down to the Ozdas ballroom, that beat change every time makes me want to twerk. And I was like, ba, 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 da. So I had a little twerk party to Dancing Through Life.
I was about to say, I'm thinking of all the people in that room, and I'm assuming the only people who could successfully twerk would be you and Jonathan. Maybe Jonathan.
Maybe let's go down to the
Ozdas ballroom. We'll
So
twerk
good.
there later tonight.
So yes, that was fun. And then Monday, everybody left, and Jason and I went to the St. Augustine Alligator Farm at like 10:15 a.m. And we were like one of 3 people there. It was like we had the whole place to ourselves. It was glorious. There were lots of haters. It was so relaxing and chill. And by the time we left, all the family
zip line? Is the boy still in the zip line?
Yes, he is. He is. There's holes in his clothes. He barely eats.
Where is my mom?
Where's my mom? But yeah, that was it. So now I'm preparing for Christmas. I got Mikey wanted a Snoopy snow cone machine, like the ones that we had as kids.
Really?
And so I was like, where the fuck am I gonna get that? So I look on Amazon. They had one that was decently priced. I was like, gets here December 28th. Like, no. So of all, ooh,
Oh,
no.
this is awkward.
What happened? Okay, we're back.
I'm like, this is awkward. I'm like, what just happened?
My Wi-Fi was like, nope. All right, we can edit that out. Anyway, presents. So Snoopy Snow Cone.
Snoopy Snow
So yeah,
Cone.
Walmart had it, and so I had it delivered to the house today. So Walmart came in clutch for the
You
Snoopy
know,
Snow
though,
Cone, which I haven't seen in forever.
return it because Walmart is a punk ass bitch, reversing all their DEI stuff.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I know.
So since they've
I
announced that, I have been paying extra for things and I don't care.
I know. I need to do that too because fuck that shit. But yeah, so that has been my week, and so this kind of ties into the topic of our podcast today. Christmas is a week from today, as we're recording this, because this will probably come out probably the day after Christmas, because we have a dating episode coming up this Friday, and then this will drop the day after Christmas, the
It'll
26th.
be the 27th. Or you know what? Maybe I'll drop it on Christmas as a gift.
Yeah,
Maybe
Merry
we'll do that.
Christmas,
Let's
y'all.
do that.
Happy
Merry
Hanukkah,
Christmas. And if
Kwanzaa.
you're listening to it late, well, that's your own goddamn fault.
That's your problem. So,
Like and subscribe.
Steven, tell everybody what our theme is today.
This theme of this week is Christmas movies. The good, the bad, the terrible. Is it a Christmas movie? Now, Heather, we've all had staples in Christmas season culture, if you will. What were your go-tos as a child? I know you don't like claymation, so 90% of them are out.
I was about to say claymation was a really big part of my childhood, and I hated it. And like my family actively knew that I have. It's called like it's ludomophobia, I think is what it's called. It's fear of claymation, and so I just don't like static jerky movement in general. Like if humans do it in horror movies, I'm out. Like I just don't like. I hate it. So I've never liked. Yeah, I've never liked claymation. It scares the shit out of me. Even like Wallace and Gromit nowadays is a little bit more fluid, but like Christmas claymation is by far the most like Christmas claymation is just demonic. And so even despite these fears, Rudolph was a staple in my house. The California Raisins Christmas special where they sang Rudolph
forgot
the
about that.
Red-Nosed Reindeer, voiced by the Temptations, because my mom always pointed that out. Rudolph, California Raisins, the Charlie Brown cartoon, you know what I'm talking about, with the tree and they're all dancing like Caucasians. So Charlie Brown, Rudolph, the Little Drummer Boy, which in my opinion is the most terrifying out of all the claymation ones. Like it's horrifying from start to finish.
I don't know. If you were to put them side by side, maybe we should do this as a one-off, as like a special just YouTube episode and react to those, because I feel like it started as one thing and then progressively got worse. It wasn't like, oh, it's getting better. They're like, hey, now let's put some scary eyeballs on this little guy singing about the fire in the sun.
That's what the Little Drummer Boy is. It's like human people, but they don't know how to make humans out of clay, so they've got big eyes and they don't talk like this. It's just, it's like literally giving me goosebumps because I hate it so much. And then also, there was one called, I don't know if you remember Nestor the Long-Eared Christmas Donkey.
I only know of Dominic.
Okay. So Nestor the Long-Eared Christmas Donkey was another claymation special, also terrifying. And it was also traumatic because, spoiler alert, so the story is about the donkey that took Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem, and everybody makes fun of him. He's kind of like the Rudolph of the donkey gang because he's got these long-ass ears. Look at little Nestor. He's got ears to drag the ground. So he had these long fucking ears, like fucking trains on a dress. And so he's constantly being made fun of. And so his mom, who's a sweet lady donkey, she's like, Nestor, I love you. You're beautiful. I'm not going to let anyone hurt you. And then she fucking gets killed by people. His mom gets killed in the special. His mom
children's
dies.
Movie, of course.
No, actually, I take that back. She does not get killed. They're like hunters or somebody's coming. And she's like, crawl under me, Nestor. I'll keep you warm in the snow. And she fucking freezes to death. So he's like, Mama.
Wait, hold on.
No.
I feel like that brings up a core memory.
And he had like a little
Oh my
fairy
god.
friend named Tilly. Tilly was his little friend. And so it had a happy ending because he like helped baby Jesus get to where he needed to get to.
Texas.
Um yes, Texas. So oh my god, I'm sorry for people watching this. I don't know why. I'm like, that's a anxious habit of touching my hair. I'm not gonna touch it.
Because you
So
keep
before I
seeing it
dive,
blip out.
I know, right? I'm like, that's honestly, I think what it is.
That's
So
like
before I dive into the live action stuff, which I'll be quick with, you were gonna say something. You said core memory.
well, no, I just remember that kind of scene, and I was thinking, they did a movie in 2017 called The Star, which is a donkey about taking. I wonder if it's a remake
But I mean,
because it's
it's a
like a
story that's
small
been
but brave
told.
donkey and his animals friends become the unsung heroes of the first Christmas.
Oh, see, Nestor's just by himself. He doesn't have any
Oh,
friends besides Tilly the fairy. But that story has been
oh.
told so many times with different animals, like from the donkey's perspective. Like that that donkey's been through some shit. So yeah, claymation terrified me as a child. And then Christmas movie staples were the old original version of Christmas Carol, which came out like in the
Mhm.
40s. And my mom still watches it every year to this day. And I mean, this is like black and white. People still had the mid-Atlantic accent, so they were like Scrooge. Ugh. So, yeah, the 40s Christmas Carol.
Yeah, you see.
Uh, and then as I got a little bit older, the Home Alone movies really became a staple, and we watched them every Christmas. And it never failed to make us like all crack up collectively, no matter who was watching. And again, I love Home Alone, the first one. Home Alone 2 is probably one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Like, I don't care what time of year it is. It's such, to me, I could literally do a TED talk about how much I love Home Alone 2 because it's hilarious. It touches your heart. It's so good. And even though it was made in the 90s and you see certain 90s things, it is kind of timeless. And then like growing up, going to New York City as a kid every year for Christmas, it's very nostalgic for me to see like Rockefeller Center and like all that stuff. So those were the staple. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Not really. Those were, I feel like there's a Mickey's Christmas Carol thrown in there somewhere too, like a
There
Disney
definitely
version
was.
with like Scrooge as Ebenezer. Oh yeah, duh, Ebenezer. Well, whatever. Scrooge made that. Yeah.
Scrooge is
So I remember
Ebenezer. You really remember that movie well.
I so do. Yes. Yeah. So those were the staples. What about you, Stephen? What did you watch
A
in your house as a
lot
kid
of
for Christmas?
those were the same, but I'm going to sprinkle in some Muppet Christmas Carol, which is
Mm-mm.
a
Nope.
classic. I love it. I know you hate
Nope.
marionettes too,
No,
puppets,
it's not
but
even
you just
marionettes. I don't like the Muppets. Like I
what?
don't care what they're made. You know this. I do not enjoy the Muppets. I
I
think they're
know, but it's
corny.
just oh my god, that's the best part. Is there
I don't
you?
like
I'm sorry,
corny
ma'am,
shit.
ma'am. I texted you earlier
What?
today and said, listen, you made me watch fucking
I knew you
Cobra
were gonna
Kai.
say that.
This shit is bonkers and cheesy and everything that you just said you hated, and you love that. So what is the difference?
Human beings is the difference. You already know.
There's
Like
a
I can't.
couple of humans.
I know, and I like Michael Caine. He's great in that movie, but like, I don't anything with Muppets. I'm like, this is so dumb. This is a human situation. Like, Miss Piggy was a judge on Project Runway. Why can you imagine working your whole fucking life as a designer to get on Project Runway? And Miss Piggy tells you that your design is the way I would have fucking raged and gone over to that puppet and whoop, take it off the hand and be like, okay, you you
But
sew
you think
something,
about it.
ho.
But if you
You
think
sew
about it,
something.
Miss Piggy talking shit about your designs is only going to get you more attention.
No, it's not real because people went home on this episode. Can you imagine being sent home because of a Muppet?
Do you know these people who played the Muppets and when they were in like situations and you should see your face right now. When these people who do like interviews and stuff, they just go off of their own and start talking. Like there is, oh God, who was it? There was like a TV host that was interviewing and Miss Piggy was giving shit back to this person. It was fucking hilarious. I'm gonna have to say
Then I'm gonna
it wasn't
keep
like
hearing that.
I'm Miss Piggy. They were like, you decided to wear that again, I see. Or like
It's still corny. It's corny.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Muppet Christmas Carol, which I actually did not watch until it was assigned to me on Champagne Synopsis, our former podcast. I had never,
Why?
I have no, it wasn't a staple. And even though like, I will say, even though I can't stand the Muppets, I do love the Muppets Go to Disney special. Have you ever seen that where they go to Disney World and they go to like Epcot, rock
No,
and
things
rolling
with real
around the world?
people. With real people.
Anyway, I always like that. I liked that one because Raven Simone was in it and they were at Disney World. And that was when I was like obsessed with all things Disney. And living in Connecticut, I was like, I'll never go to Disney. And now look at me now. I do not enjoy going to
Look
Disney.
at me now. We don't pay to get in.
Oh my God, this is completely off topic and has nothing to do with the topic of this episode. But the song you sang reminded me of it. Have you fucking watched this Joker sequel yet?
I could not finish it.
It was so bad, Steven.
I was like really trying. I had nothing else to watch. I'm gonna focus. I have nothing else to do. And I was like, I think I'm gonna go sweep.
I had to watch it in like 3 pieces. I think it was last night or the night before I actually sat and watched like the last half of it and sat. And like it would have been a fan-fucking-tastic movie without the songs. And I get that he's not mentally sane, but like it was just like it had a solid plot to it, but the songs were just so like and you know Joaquin Phoenix thought he ate that shit up. He was like, I'm about to get another Oscar for Joker, bitch. And now it's like, I need to take this tattoo off my wrist because of that movie. Like I just want to. For those of you who are listening, I have the word Phoenix tattooed on the inside of my wrist because I was a stupid 23-year-old and was obsessed with Joaquin Phoenix and Walk the Line. So I got Phoenix tattooed on the inside of my wrist. And
but now it's just
that
a bird.
movie made me that movie made me want to scrub it off with a cheese grater.
Oh
so
my God.
Anyway, we'll have to talk about that movie at some point because
I remember a lot of people being upset that it wasn't advertised as a musical. Like people were caught off guard. And I too, after it's been out for a minute, was like, why? And granted, I know I have one of those ADHD symptoms where I sing all the time randomly at things in everyday life. So even I couldn't relate. I was like, my God, it's weird when you do it.
I will. It's like it's called vocal stimming, and I do it all the time. And so like I will just be at home and I'll be like, turn to my heart, tell me, and then I'll go into like my heart will go on, and then I'll go into I'm not that girl. So and Jason is just so used to it. He's like, yep, she's fucking singing again.
Oh my God, yeah. We went down a rabbit hole at work yesterday.
We sure did. Oh, I thought you were talking about now.
I know. I was going to say no. That was in continuing the rabbit hole as we traditionally do in this podcast. Is that we went through some old school music yesterday for warm-ups, and I ended up getting JoJo stuck in my head for 12 hours.
Get Out or Too Little
Get Out right now. No, that one. And like everybody was singing around.
Did you listen to the original version or JoJo's version? Because she re-released it a couple years ago, kind of like Taylor Swift's situation, where Taylor Swift has been re-recording her albums. JoJo re-recorded Get Out. I kid you not, Steven, I was listening to it in the car this morning on the way to work, and I was like, God, this new version is so good because her voice is more
I think
mature.
I listened to the because we were like, why is a 12-year-old singing like this? Like,
so you need
to listen. Have as a 12-year-old?
And she literally was 12. She was literally 12 when she recorded it. But listen, I'll send you the link to the new version. It is it's almost better. Like it's just so.
Her voice matured. It's got to be better.
Yeah.
But,
anyway,
okay, back to our plot.
Yes, we're talking about Muppet Christmas Carol.
Story.
We got off track. Yes.
Christmas Story.
Okay. Yes.
Which is a classic. Now I always get confused because I feel like there's
the Christmas Story
versions. Have you?
I've been, Jason and I went to Cleveland. It's in Cleveland. So a couple years ago we went there. We went to Jason's friend was living there at the time, and we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is probably the closest thing to a religious experience that I've ever had. Like, highly recommend if you're in Cleveland, like carve out time in your day to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because it is absolutely fucking it's incredible. Like I got emotional. It's just incredible. Anyway, so we did that, and then we went to the Christmas Story house, which isn't far from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And it looks just like the movie. Like you start off across the street in a gift shop and then you walk across and they do a guided tour of like the bathroom with the soap and the kitchen and the leg lamp.
Oh,
Maybe I'll put that in a photo carousel and we post on Instagram of me with, I have the leg lamp, but it was really cool. And like we watched it when we were kids, like every night. We would always put it on Christmas Day, like TBS playing all day long.
yeah.
But it wasn't as much of a staple as like Home Alone. But yeah, the house is very cool. If you're in Cleveland, it's fun to check out.
I'll never be in Cleveland, I'm sure. But I always feel like that movie is in like two parts for some reason, because I never end up, like I watch part of it and I'll walk away and then I'll come back and it feels like a different
same.
movie. Because there's like
Same.
one where he's talking about the gun and you're allowed to shoot your eye out, and it could be a completely different movie because I am an idiot, where they are like battling tops in the street.
Like tops?
Yeah, like spinny tops.
I don't remember. I just remember, man, my
I'm gonna
consultant
have to do some research
Jason
on
is
that.
not here. I know, right?
Because that's I probably
okay.
fever dreamed that and it's fine.
Because they like play on the playground. I don't remember tops, but I don't know.
No.
I remember you.
And if you look at my coaster that somebody got me, it says "I love bottoms," and this was at somebody's dad's house who didn't speak English. Oh no, it's broken. I broke it.
Oh, you broke the bottom?
That's weird.
Damn,
I
Steve.
broke the again. No, but anyway, I think the other one says, "I enjoy being used."
Oh, somebody's dad had that?
Yeah, the dad doesn't speak
Why?
English. The dad doesn't speak
Oh,
English.
baby. Oh, baby.
So his son was like, immediately him and his wife text me and were like,
no.
"Oh my God, you have to, this is at his dad's house. He doesn't speak English. He doesn't know what this is." So they stole him
No.
and brought him to
my
me.
God.
Oh,
He's like,
blessed
where's my
be.
love to get used coaster?
I
missed it.
Oh,
Come back.
so
Come back.
So the only other real staple that I had every year is a classic of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the 1966 version.
Oh my God, yes, that one too.
Yes.
We watched that.
And-
yes, I loved that one.
And to this day, even though my life has been oversaturated by this Grinch, it is still a go-to, and as is the 2000 version. The new one is cute. Like the 2016 one is cute, or I don't remember if it's 2016 or where it's close to that, whatever. It's cute. It doesn't have the same vibe, but those two I still watch year-round, basically.
Where Are You Christmas? My
Where
God,
are you,
such a good song.
Christmas? I mean, that gets me every time.
I
Even
know.
at Christmas at Universal, I'm like, stop singing, you stupid bitch. But then, as things got older, some of the ones that I really liked were like the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Okay.
Where he's like, Papa Shisho. You know, where he's
Well, I
like,
told
no,
you
no,
that,
no.
oh no, is it Jingle All the Way? Or Santa Claus?
Jingle All the Way is I'll Be Back.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I'm trying to remember. I was on the floor with somebody who was the kid in one of those movies. I think he was the kid in Santa Claus.
He was the kid in Santa Claus, because I remember. And then he...
What's up, Eric?
You totally bombed all the Christmas movies. What's his name? Aaron?
Aaron. Sure did.
Eric.
Know.
That was your thing. You were in it. You were talked all this game, and then you bombed so hard.
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh.
dude,
And
this is...
Side note, the floor season finale is tonight, meaning that maybe after Christmas and the New Year, we can do a floor episode since we're figuring out StreamYard, and we can invite the winner maybe, or we can invite somebody who was on the show because they all would gladly jump on. Like
a couple of
floor,
different
or like a game show episode. Yeah, we
where
should
we'll
do
just
that.
bring in
Absolutely.
different people and talk to them.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so on the floor with Eric, who is very, very nice, and he was the next person to get eliminated after I did. So as soon as I was back there, he came back, and I was like, "What's up, friend?"
Yeah, I have a feeling though that was his actual category, when your category was not something you picked.
Yeah. So
and he bit it. I'm trying to think. Now, some of the newer Christmas movies are ones that I absolutely love. And I know this is a very unpopular opinion.
Okay.
I love Elf.
I do too. Who doesn't love Elf?
So, oh my God, so many people talk about
Are
like,
you
oh, I can't
kidding
believe this.
me?
Yes. And I like the stage play and I hope to produce it next year.
I
I love it. I
love
think it's,
Elf.
and I'm not
Oh
even a
my
big Will
god.
Ferrell fan. Like Will Ferrell, it
I
depends on what he's in. But this one I was like, oh
yeah.
no, I'm buying
That's
it.
me and Jason's tradition is when we put up our tree every year, we put Elf on in the background while we put up the tree. We literally did it like a couple days ago.
That's
And
funny.
I saw it in the movies with Amanda. Listeners of the pod, Amanda was my first friend I made in Florida like 30 years ago. So Amanda and I went to go see Elf after we had a couple drinks at Cigars. We went to the City Walk.
Mhm.
When I tell you at the very beginning of the movie, when that little blue elf does a little burp, we laughed so hard. We were like sobbing in the movie theater because it was just the cutest little stupid like burp.
Cute,
We were
cute, cute.
crying. So we recovered and we were good. And then the fucking narwhal got us because now I'm used to the narwhal.
Hope you
I know he's
find your
coming.
dad.
But keep in mind, when you watch this movie for the first time and you've had like 3 Jaeger bombs and you see that narwhal come out of the water, good luck, buddy. Hope you find your dad. Fell out. And I think the rest of the movie, we just couldn't stop laughing. Like, and it was just such a great movie going experience. And that movie brings me so much joy. And like, it's so good. It's so good. Who
Fun
doesn't
fact.
like Elf?
Oh my God, I was just reading some statuses about it. But
That's
fun
so
fact,
rude.
I didn't know for the longest time that narwhals were real.
Me
I was like,
Made it up
what's
for
this
the movie.
fucking unicorn fish?
I thought they made it up for the movie. I was like, oh, it's like a mythical creature they made up because he's already talking.
It would make
to
sense.
snow.
He's already fucking
It
Santa
would.
Claus is there.
He's talking to snowmen. He's talking to elves. He's talking to all these creatures. I remember seeing it, and same thing for years. I was like, oh, it's just this like creature they created. And then I think it was on Facebook, and you see this article that said like narwhals going extinct in Arctic Ocean, and I was like, wait.
Whoa, what?
And then I had to look. I was like, is this the Onion? Like, this is the Onion, obviously. And nope, they're real creatures. They're not as cute as the one in Elf, but they're real.
Yeah, they're definitely unicorn fish. Hope you find
Oh,
your dad. Another one that I like, and it's more so for the production value, the music, the
Mhm.
dancing, and the costumes. Jingle Jangle. Have you ever seen it?
Oh, I forgot. I have seen it. I've seen it twice, but I forgot about it, and I thoroughly enjoyed Jingle Jangle.
Like
It
that's
was
one of the
almost like a
movies.
Wicked feel. It was like a Wicked feel, like that steampunky,
Oh yeah.
like yeah.
Like
Mhm.
old but more advanced technology
Yeah.
but
Yes.
just
Yes.
the singing and the dancing and the choreo and the costumes. Like if I'm in a rut and I need to be inspired, I'll put that on. Be like, all right, here we go. Let's go.
Ah.
Like I love it so much.
That's a good one. Actually, I think I might watch that this week because that's a
I might watch it
fantastic movie.
tonight.
Jingle
Another one
jangle.
another one I've talked about a whole bunch, and I will die on this hill, is Noelle on Disney Plus with Anna
Oh
Kendrick.
God, I hate Anna Kendrick.
No, she's great in this. You have to watch
But
it.
I have seen it. I think you made me watch it for Champagne, and I did thoroughly enjoy it. I remember watching it.
I remember you being butthurt that you liked it. I remember.
Yes, I was because I do not like Anna Kendrick. I promise you, listeners, I'm a nice human. I've just talked about my hatred for what the Muppets claymation, Anna Kendrick, and there was something else too that I said I didn't like.
What's Christmas without a lot of hate? Like it's fine.
I'm definitely the cold miser, and I'm the heat meister, and you're the cold meister. I'm
the one that's dead. I'm Mr. Cold Winter. Yeah, the guy who doesn't wear sleeves, who ironically is wearing sleeves today. Laundry day. But no, I think Noelle is kind of brilliant in its like the way that it finds humor in this real life, but with this such an I don't know how to say this, like an extravagant set of characters placed in a regular like straight world. And just like the one-offs, like, oh, like where she tries to eat the sunscreen, not knowing what it is. And I just think it's great. And I've probably watched it 3 times already this week. It's like one of those that I put on like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep now.
Yeah.
Have you seen, and this is another one, this is my last one of to top off your season, Bad
Yes.
Moms Christmas.
No, but Bad Moms is one of those movies where I've always wanted to watch. Is Kristen Bell in it?
She is.
Okay, that oh my God,
Do you hate Kristen
I
Bell? You
promise.
hate Kristen Bell. What is wrong with you?
I don't hate her. I just don't enjoy her, and I think it's also because of who she's married to, Dax Shepard. That guy can fucking kick rocks. So I think because they're associated and they're so fucking weird, Kristen Bell's another one I can't do. But I have seen the first Bad Moms and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I've never seen Bad Moms Christmas.
Bad Mom Christmas takes Bad Moms to a whole nother level. It is
Ooh.
hilarious. There are strippers. There are moms. There is just chaos on chaos. And it's just so good. Because you have
Chaos
other,
and more chaos.
Mila Kunis is in it. And then you have that other lady who's really talented, whose name I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
Mila Kunis?
No, I just said Mila. There's another
Oh.
one. The
Oh gosh. I feel like it's somebody. Hold on.
I'm looking it up. Bad Moms Christmas. Catherine Hahn.
Catherine Hahn, that's Agatha.
Catherine, yes,
That's Agatha.
yes. She is
Agatha.
brilliant in it. You have to. It's a must watch. I'm assigning it to you for homework right now.
Oh, okay. I believe you. Should we dive into, because we got quite a few good ones on Le Facebook. Do we want to talk about
Sure.
those, or was there anything else? Okay.
Well, I was going to say, and you can answer
Yes.
these really fast.
Okay.
Is it or is it not a Christmas movie? Are you ready?
Oh God, is Die Hard the first one on there?
Die Hard is the first one on there. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Well, I would tell you, but surprise,
There goes your Wi-Fi.
I've never seen Die Hard. And you're frozen. Oh no. God bless America. What is happening? Are you there? There you are.
I'm here.
I don't know what happened with the internet. All right. We're gonna have to do a lot of editing. Anyway, Die
I
Hard.
like how you say we when it's really me.
I think it's me. Oh, I thought you were talking about the internet.
No, I'm talking about the editing. It is your internet,
edit it.
but you keep saying,
I can
yeah,
edit it.
we're gonna have to do a lot of editing.
I can edit it. I can
Okay.
edit. I can go in Canva.
It's your week.
No. God damn it. Die Hard. I've never seen Die Hard. I've never seen Die Hard.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on. Nightmare
Yes.
Before Christmas. Is it a Christmas movie? I know it's claymation and you probably have never watched it and you hate it.
I've never seen The Nightmare Before Christmas. And you know what's funny is that Glenn and Michelle took Mikey and Lucas to Disney this past weekend. They did all the Christmas stuff and they met Jack and Sally. And I'll have to show you the video because Lucas is just looking at Jack like,
what the fuck?
He was terrifying. But no, I've never seen The
yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas because it's claymation. I've never seen it.
I didn't know if you had to like suck it up and watch it for somebody. Okay, Bad Santa. You've never seen Bad Santa. Okay. All right.
No.
Moving right along. I have one last one for you. And bitch, I know you've seen this one. Is Gremlins a Christmas movie?
No. It's not a Christmas movie.
Even though he literally gets Gizmo for Christmas.
He does, but it's not like, to me, when I think Christmas movie, and I know like, I'm sure Die Hard does not fall into this category, but it's like, it's this like Christmassy warm, even if it's like a serial killer, it's like a Christmassy warm feeling to it. And Gremlins is just like
to a serial killer.
Like, what's the one? Violent Night, I think, has like a Santa serial killer.
Yeah.
And then remember on American Horror Story, the second Asylum season, remember they had like the Santa Claus serial killer who was he killed the family when they were opening their gifts. And he was like, he dressed up as Santa at the asylum.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
forgot about
So
that.
like even that is Christmassy, but like when I think Gremlins, I just think straight up like 80s. Like that's an 80s movie with 80s fashion. Like I
There
don't
were
consider it.
no holidays in the 80s, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I
We
mean, think
did
about it.
not.
Christmas Story. Christmas Story came out in the 80s, but when you think like quintessential 80s movies, I don't think about Christmas Story. I think about like Gremlins, Back to the Future, Top Gun. But if you say Christmas movies, you think Christmas Story. So it
That's fair.
Gremlins is just so overall 80. You know what I mean? So okay. So, dear listeners, we asked our lovely friends and fans on Les Facebook to tell us what their favorite Christmas movies slash specials were. We have a Die Hard from my friend Danny. She said, Die Hard, nothing says Christmas like Hans Gruber falling off the Nakatomi Plaza. I I do know that Hans Gruber is Professor Snape, right? It's the same actor.
Question mark?
I think it is. What's his name? Alan. Said Alan
Alan
Cumming.
Alan
Alan. Alan
Mor-
Rickman. Alan Rickman, I think is his name. I think he's
Hota.
Hans Gruber. Yes. Okay.
MacGruber.
Friends. Our friend Steven said Krampus. I've never seen
I
Krampus. Have
do
you?
enjoy Krampus. I think it's like
Okay.
a horror movie when, it's kind of fucked up. It's like where if you're naughty, then you get fucked up.
Yeah. This is one that you and I both missed. And this was, I wouldn't say a staple in my house, but we definitely watched it. And I love it now more as an adult, which is what Mike Check said. We love Mike Check. He said National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's a perfect movie. And the older I get, the more I relate to it. How did I miss
I
that
did
one?
watch it a lot, but it was not one of my go-tos at
Yeah.
all.
Same here. I don't go out of the way. Like I go out of the way to watch Elf, Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2 every Christmas. I'll go out of my way to watch them. But Christmas Vacation is one of those where if it's on TV, I'll like, oh, okay, I'll sit down and watch it. I don't like actively seek to watch it during Christmas, if that makes sense.
No, I'm the same way. I'm like, that's not
Mhm.
happening.
Yeah.
Unless somebody like, hey,
Um,
I'm watching this. Do you want to watch it with me? And then I'll consider it.
we have another Die Hard. Our friend Becky said A Christmas Story. We talked about that.
Mhm.
My friend Eric said, Hey Arnold's Christmas episode and Make the Yuletide Gay. I feel like Make the Yuletide Gay is a RuPaul thing. Maybe?
Make the Yuletide gay? Hold on,
Make the
stand
Yuletide Gay.
by. That's another thing though, is the Christmas specials that always happened. I always look forward to Christmas. Oh, do you like television episodes? You know who does Christmas the best?
Who?
Seth MacFarlane.
Oh, I
Seth
didn't even think about
MacFarlane.
that.
If you see a Family Guy or an American Dad or anything that is Seth MacFarlane, his Christmas episodes are just beyond. Like one of the Family Guys is
Oh.
like a two-part like musical, and at Christmas time is killing us. Like it's so fucked up. And then in American Dad, like I believe Santa is hunting the Smiths and trying to kill them.
Oh,
And
okay.
Krampus is the good guy in their world. Make Your Yuletide Gay is a movie.
Okay.
Certain to be a gay family Christmas favorite. I have never heard of this. It came out in 2009.
Who's in it?
Nobody I recognize yet, but that
But you
doesn't
also
mean
don't know. I was
anything.
gonna say you don't know any.
Let me call out a couple of names and you tell me if they're real people or not. Keith
Okay.
Jordan,
Nope.
Wyatt Finner,
Nope.
Steve Callahan, Adamo
Nope.
Rogerio, Kelly
Nope.
Keaton, Jim
Nope.
Wharton, Ian. I have a feeling that this is one of those cheesy gay movies where they just like everybody's shirtless and has abs and they have constant sex. And
Oh,
the plot is about
absolutely.
10 minutes long and that's it. So who
You
said that one?
are correct.
Who said that one?
My friend Eric. Okay, and then we've got Love Actually. Is
Which
another one.
I
I've
didn't
never seen
watch
Love Actually.
until I think I saw it for the first time like 2 years ago.
I've never
Maybe.
seen it. Yeah.
You're not missing
I
much.
know what happens because BuzzFeed talks about it incessantly. So like I know
Everybody's
what
like
happens and all that good
obsessed
stuff,
with it
but
for some
like
reason. And
yeah.
you're
Okay.
going out
And then
again.
God bless America.
I hope
I
these
don't know why the
freezes
internet.
are in I hope they're like,
No,
yeah, because I like seeing your face go,
we're
"Nyeh."
professionals.
No, I'm
We are
just gonna zoom
professionals. We're
in
gonna
when I
edit
go
this shit
to
out.
edit this.
Okay, so then we've got Scrooged, the Bill Murray movie.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
I've never seen it. Um,
Shocker. You've watched 4 Christmas movies your entire life.
pretty much, pretty
Let's
much.
do an episode on
Um,
it.
my beloved Brian Bunt said Pee-wee's Christmas special. Me and my mom cackled like maniacs watching this, and I actually had quite a few people when I asked said Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special, and now I wanna eat an edible and watch it.
It's like I must say, I don't remember it at
I don't
all.
either. I don't at all, and I was a big Pee-wee's Playhouse fan as a kid, and I don't remember that. I
There you
loved
go.
Jambi, he was my favorite. Um,
Mecca like a ha, mecca honey ho.
I loved him so much. Even as a kid, I was like, "That's a white man." I knew, like I said, as a kid, I was like, he's still funny, but he a white man." Okay, my friend Shirley, who lives in the UK, she said, "Going to show off my Britishness here. Nothing makes me feel more Christmassy than the EastEnders Christmas special. It's not Christmas without chaos."
Never seen EastEnders.
Me neither. And let me tell you something. So I tell Shirley all the time, and Shirley, girl, I swear to God, I'm going to do this soon. You come with me, Lindsay, the whole gang, whatever. I want to go to London so fucking bad. And I want to get day drunk, like off of champagne. And then I want to go see a panto with drag queens. I want to see a
Ah,
panto.
I'm in.
So, like, that is legit one of my bucket list things. I don't want to be wasted. I want to have that nice, like, warm, you know how, like, if it's cold outside, like, well, you don't drink,
You want to have the
but
giggles.
yeah, I wanna have the giggles. I wanna go and I want it to be cold outside and I wanna go see a panto in London. So, oh my god, so bad. I don't even care what it is, and I saw in my Instagram, I follow them because I'm, like, making mental notes for the future, and I saw that one of the theaters is doing Wizard of Oz, and I'm like, "Oh, I wanna see a Wizard of Oz panto." It'd probably be
Oh
wild.
my god.
So, anyway, yes, so Shirley said EastEnders. Um, we have more Violent Night, which I talked about earlier. I've never seen big surprise. Have you seen Violent Night?
Maybe. I feel
It
like I've
has
watched it. It just didn't make a big impact on me.
it has the guy from Stranger Things, the cop dad, isn't it? What
Yes.
Buffer? No, what's Hopper. Okay. Anyway.
Hopper.
Um somebody else said Christmas Vacation, Home Alone 2. Oh, Christmas with the Cranks, which I also have never seen.
I've seen that one. That one's fun. That's like your obscure, quirky family, and you're meeting the person that your child is dating, and it's just silly.
Yes. So even though we talked about Pee-wee for a second, I want to read my friend Dustin's comment because it's a really good one. He said, "The Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. As a kid, it was the first time I was introduced to Grace Jones, Dinah Shore, Frankie and Annette, and Joan Rivers, and it's one of the first times I have a memory of Cher. I'm pretty sure that special made me gay."
did
Now I'm like, I
did
need to see this.
did nobody say the Star Wars special, Christmas
Oh no,
special
well,
with the Arthur?
we're still combing through.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Come away.
yes.
Keep going.
Somebody said Black Christmas, the 2006 version. I don't know what that is.
Don't know what that is. I'll add it to my list, dear
Um,
listener.
more Christmas
Black
Story, more Home
Christmas.
Alone.
I
My
don't
friend
have a
Nick,
heart.
my friend Nick, who also had somebody that agreed with him, Rodney. They both said The Long Kiss Goodnight. It's a Christmas movie the same way Die Hard is, but it stars Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson. It has heart, but plenty of action and a badass female lead and a ton of laughs. The Long
I
Kiss
mean,
Goodnight.
you had me at Gina Davis.
I know. Oh, we watched A League of Their Own in St. Augustine too, and it was
I got the
very, very
videos.
funny.
I got the videos. We're the
Yes.
members
But no,
of the All-American team.
I've never seen Long Kiss Goodnight. Have you?
I have not. I've not. But I will watch it now. It's got Gina
Good to
Davis.
know. We have A Nightmare Before Christmas, Krampus, and somebody else says Just Friends.
I feel like I have seen Just Friends.
That's with Anna, the Anna that I do like, Anna Faris and Ryan Reynolds, where he was like a big boy and then he
Oh,
lost weight.
yes, and then he's, like, super successful and he comes back. That is a really cute movie.
Yes, 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 yes. Um, okay, I just realized I was sitting here like, oh my God, because I'm thinking that I'm talking to you and we're not being recorded for YouTube. um, what?
We are being recorded for YouTube.
No, no, no. I'm saying I, for some reason, was like, oh, I'm just talking to Steven casually without being recorded. So I'm sitting here like, oh, my
Oh.
eyes itchy.
That's so funny you say that is I'm trying the
Oh.
hardest not to adjust my contact right now because I can feel it, like, getting itchy, and I'm just kinda like, "Uh-huh," like, trying to, like,
Uh-huh.
do it from the inside out.
Yes. Um, so my friend Mikey said, I will not admit to how many times I've watched a new holiday special so far this year. And he's referring to on Netflix, it's the Sabrina Carpenter holiday special.
Okay, so people have been talking about that.
I haven't seen I love Sabrina and I have not
There's
taken the time to
been
watch it
a
yet.
lot of chatter, and I'm curious to know what has happened on said special. Like, I've heard, like, YouTubers and personalities and TV hosts and things like that mention it, so I'm quite curious.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I do enjoy Casey Musgraves has a Christmas special on Netflix too, or Prime Video. I love the Casey Musgraves one. It's very cute and like her grandma is in it and it's adorable, but I have not seen Sabrina's yet, so I will
Do
put it
you
on my
watch
list. Depending on who the host is, I will watch it. So,
So this past weekend, you're gonna have to go back and you're gonna have to go to Weekend Update, and there is one
mhm.
of the newer cast members sings a song,
Oh,
I
is it
believe.
the TikTok girl? The girl who they
uh
found on TikTok?
I don't know.
She has like
She plays
short hair
piano.
like
Yeah,
this.
she has short hair,
Yes.
and
They
she
found her
talks
on
about,
TikTok.
"Fuck, I need to start putting on TikTok." Not that I want to move to New York, but no, she does this bit where she's like, "For this part, I am Sabrina Carpenter. I'm not singing as Sabrina Carpenter. I am Sabrina Carpenter." And it's so funny about how, like, nobody questions what I do. Like, I want somebody to think that maybe I'm a little gay, and it's just fucking hilarious. I'll send it to you.
Yes, please.
Fucking hilarious.
Okay. Yes. All right. So next we've got, oh God, what is this? So my friend April, it's a modern day version of a Charles Dickens Christmas Carol, and it's called Ebbie, Ebbie, and it stars Susan Lucci and Taryn Noah Smith, who was on, I think he was the middle kid on Home Improvement. But anyway, I've never heard of this in my life. Ebbie.
I have
Ebbie.
never heard of that either, but that makes me think of something that I watched this past week.
What
Um,
did you watch?
A Christmas Karen.
Oh, that's the one Layla's in.
Yeah, Layla's in it. Roland's in it. Megan Maroney's in it. And these are all people I've performed with. Simon's in it. There's a couple other people from here in Central Florida that are in it, and it's like this Karen, being a Karen, gets visited by the three ghosts, which is like a flamboyant gay man, and then Layla is like a housewife type of thing, and then who is the I forget who the old last one was, but it was a movie. It was cute. It was cute. I enjoyed our friends' performances. I could have like some of the editing and production could have been up, but I get it. I know it was a small thing, but if you ever get really
Yeah.
high, watch it. I should not if
When? Shh.
when you get
All
really
right.
high.
The next we've got, let's see, Home for the Holidays. A
That sounds
friend
like it
Jay
has
said that.
Reese Witherspoon in it. Is that her? Is that
So it
it?
says it's technically a Thanksgiving movie. Holly Hunter, Anne Bancroft, and directed by Jodie Foster and Robert Downey Jr. in a gay role. We
Oh
love gay
no,
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I've
Big
never heard of
surprise.
it either.
Somebody said The Holiday with Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet, Jude Law, Jack Black.
That
Really?
one's
I
cute
think they
because they
swapped.
switch places and they like take over each other's homes for a while.
Yeah, never seen it.
That one's actually
Um,
kind of cute. And what about Last Holiday with Queen Latifah?
oh,
Is
that's
that
a
a
good
Christmas
one. I love
movie?
that one. Yes, that's a Christmas movie.
I'm-
My good old husband Jason said, considering we have the Lego Home Alone house in our living room, I think you know what my answer is going to be. So yes, we talked
Yes,
about Home Alone.
which is featured in the bottom right part of her screen. She was upset that she had to green screen and like, oh, nobody's gonna see it 15 feet behind her computer. So I just put a
It's
little
lit
image
up
down
though. It
there.
has lights on. It has lights on it. Um, Michael Burlow, who I fucking love, and this made me laugh so hard when I read it. The Jessica Simpson holiday special. Nothing tops the Nick Jessica duet and Ashley Simpson's killer version of Little Drummer Boy. Have you ever seen?
I can only imagine.
But I can't stay. Have you ever seen it? It's so bad.
No, I don't
If
think I'll be adding that one to my list.
if you ever want a good whopping solid dose of secondhand embarrassment cringe, watch the Nick and Jessica Variety Hour. I feel like it was Michael talked about it.
Oh,
And I watched it not too long ago, and it was like Jessica Simpson doing an impression of George W. Bush. And it was like I had to turn it off because I was so embarrassed. We both the same. We both get secondhand embarrassment. It was so embarrassing to watch it that I had to turn it off. I was like, I can't, like, it was literally making me physically have pain. And I was like, nope, I can't do this. Ugh.
yeah.
But
Maybe I'll watch it tonight. I got a lot to do
um,
tonight, I guess.
we have a Grinch. Our friend Matt said for laughs, the Home Alone movies, to cry, the Christmas toy. I don't know what that is, the Christmas
The
toy.
Christmas toy. That sounds familiar.
Let's ask, are you asking Siri what Christmas toy is?
I'm typing it in. I don't talk to my phone like you do.
I know. I love talking to my phone. It's my girl.
We've heard every episode. And of course, now that I'm saying that, the 1986 televised film. Oh, you're not going to like it.
Is it claymation?
It's the Muppets,
Oh, I remember it. And there was
including
like a
Rugby the
weird ass little,
Tiger.
wasn't it like a weird ass little girl puppet?
Oh, there's some
Like
scary
she
looking
looks,
things on there.
yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yep. Because somebody posted about it today on Facebook and I had to delete or I had to block
You block
the
the
picture
person. You're like, fuck you.
because I knew I was going to see it a million times. But no, I know what you're talking about. For Violent Night, which we talked about, and then
Mhm.
apparently there was a Tales from the Crypt episode called All Through the House. I might have to watch that.
Oh.
I'm very much into like 80s and 90s anthology horror shows. Well, actually, no, I take that back. All horror anthology because I love the Twilight Zone, One Step Beyond, Alfred Hitchcock, like all of those. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's some good like the Twilight Zone. I mean, hello, I have a Twilight Zone tattoo, but like there are some episodes for the Twilight Zone that legit like hold up like about like racism and
Oh,
like
yeah.
politics like that still hold up to this day. Um
Which is scary
okay,
that we
our
haven't fixed it yet.
I hate it. I hate it. Our girl Lori said Daddy's Home 2.
Ugh, that's with what's his face, right? Park the
Marky
cop,
Mark?
Boston guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Marky
that's
Mark, yeah.
yeah.
Mark
I've
Wahlberg,
never.
yeah.
I think I've seen the
I
first
think
one.
I think I've watched both of them. Um my girl Gina said Santa Claus. And then she said that this new one that just came out, Red One, is a new favorite.
That's on Amazon Prime, and
Already?
almost yeah, it's been out. It's got The Rock in it, right?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
just in the movies.
yeah. I don't think it did well. Let me
Oh,
see.
that's not good.
Let me
Damn.
double check.
I know it's oh no, I think I remember seeing it there.
But I was like, I don't even know. I can't even tell what the plot is based off of anything.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yep, there it
Okay.
is. It's included with your Prime, #1 in the US.
Wow. I mean, that's kind of smart to do it at Christmas. I'll watch it at some point. Our friend Alicia said It's a Wonderful Life and Miracle on 34th Street.
Okay, I do like Miracle on 34th Street. That one was the one that
The
touched
new one or
me.
the old one?
The one with Matilda.
That's the new one because there was one in the 30s too.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch the ones in the 30, but my dad's
I
favorite
love the
was
new
always A Wonderful
one
Life. Yeah, it's so
because the new
cute.
one has the scene. The new one has the scene where the little girl's deaf and like
Yeah,
Santa does
I was to
something.
say
Right?
that.
Yes.
My name
Yes.
is Santa.
Um. Yeah. That. What was I gonna say? I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life the movie, but when I was in high school, my junior year, our thespian festival, we had really stiff competition for our one act plays. And so we had done, oh gosh, I think it was like Laughter on the 23rd Floor. And then West Orange High School did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which was incredible. And this is how much it's seared into my brain. University High School did It's a Wonderful Life as their one act. And instead of Clarence, the angel, it was Clara, the angel. So I remember like watching it and thinking like, oh my God, this is a beautiful story. We're about to get our asses beat by University High School. So I've only seen that play version and I know what it's about, how like the guy goes back and whatever, but I don't think I've ever seen the movie. And then Miracle on 34th Street. I feel like maybe I've seen the old one, but then this new one with Matilda, I've seen a couple of times, like just like on in the background. Let's see. What do we have next? Muppet Christmas Carol. Year Without a Santa Claus, which I think is a claymation one. Let me double
A
check.
Year Without a Santa Claus.
Year Without a Santa Claus. Oh, yep, that's claymation. Bye. Close the screen.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
My poor cat, Mama, just literally ran across the room. So I was like, "Ugh, get out." We have A Christmas Story. My friend Tiffany, who I love so much, she said The Witch, but it's that movie where it's like the two V's together, The Witch. Has it all. It has fall of the patriarchy, vibes
Of the patriarchy.
deconstruction of Christianity, sacrificing a baby, and a happy ending.
Ooh.
Okay, and then last but not least, our girl June from our workplace said Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Oh, just the bloopers alone. Have you? Again, these people who
You
are
already
the
know the
Muppets.
answer. You already know the answer to this
I know,
question.
but you
know.
need to look it up. Just go on
Okay.
YouTube, watch a minute and 30 seconds, because what happens is like this. I want to say it's like a tambourine or something that has to roll out the door, but it's not going right. And these otters are reacting to it, like in character fully. It's hilarious.
So I think that I would watch that one because I've seen pictures of it and they're little like furry babies. So I can do furry babies and they're cute,
Yeah.
but it's like I don't want to see Kermit the Frog interact with humans because at the end of the day, that is an amphibian. And I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but amphibians can't talk.
So
They
you
can't
hate the
talk.
Princess and the Frog too? You hate
That doesn't
Tiana?
count.
Why?
That doesn't count.
Why?
'Cause
It's
it's
a frog
animated.
talking. Oh
It's
my
animated.
god!
It's a cartoon. Like Muppet
The
Babies.
movie's
Muppet Babies is
real.
great. Muppet Babies is great because it's animated. I love it all day. Give me all the Muppet Babies. But I don't want to see the real Muppets because they're interacting with human beings. It's like I saw this thing the other day where they were like, let's do this movie where it was something where only a few humans are in it. And then it's like Miss Piggy's love interest is Pedro Pascal. And I was like, first of all,
So you were jealous.
I wasn't jealous. I was like, it's Miss Piggy. It's a puppet.
She landed Pasquale. You're just jealous.
Anyway,
A pig
that was
got
it
your
for
man.
fuck her up. I'll fucking make her bacon, bitch.
Turn her into a football.
Don't play with me.
Yeah.
So that was our friends on Facebook, and I'm trying to think like bad Christmas movie wise. Like I haven't nothing against her, but I haven't seen any of these new Lindsay Lohan Christmas movies because I'm not and I don't like romantic comedies and I don't like Hallmark Christmas movies are not for me. So I don't watch anything in that genre.
I did recently watch a Hallmark movie. It wasn't a bad one.
Was it a gay one? I would watch a gay one.
It wasn't a gay one. It was basically this heiress in the 30s. She lived a privileged life and she wanted nothing more to be a Rockette. And then so she auditioned and she got in and she was hiding who she was from her people, even though she was engaged. It was really super cute and really good.
Okay, I would watch that. That sounds cute. And I like the Rockettes. I would watch that.
Yeah.
But like these ones, the stereotypical where it's like the farmer is about to lose his farm and the big city girl moves back and they
But a
fall
factory
in love.
where a factory ought to be.
They fall in love after she trips at the ice skating rink, and it's that's not for me. And I know so many people that are like obsessed. Like I was I called the bank the other day for like some random reason, and the lady's like, "Happy holidays. Have you watched any Hallmark movies yet?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Oh, let me tell you. So this one," and I was like, "Ma'am, all I needed to do was just report that I had a double charge from Wawa. I don't need to know that, about this movie, madame."
My God. You know she's getting written up at work. Like,
I know.
Clara, you need to
They're
stop
like-
talking to everybody about your Hallmark channel.
Oh man. So that was Crema movies. Crema. Happy Crema.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler. Merry Chrysler.
Happy holidays. Wow, I think this is our last episode of the year.
It
'Cause
is
next
the last
one
episode of the
will
year. What did we say we
be-
wanted to do?
Who knows?
Shit, no, we had a good episode idea. No, what was it?
We're gonna have to think on that. But until then, dear listeners,
It's at the beginning of this episode. It's at the beginning, but we said we had a good one that we wanted to do, and with a guest. I feel like it wasn't the floor. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It wasn't the floor though.
Yeah. That gummy is hitting her. Okay, everybody.
It is.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye. Follow us on Instagram. We love you. Bye.
And our Facebook. And all the things.
Bye.
And the places. With the people.